What's up guys, it's Pedro here, and I'm back with another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Now I know it's been a while, I've been on a huge leave of absence, and many of you probably thought I was dead from taking such a long leave, but turns out I'm not, so I decided to put another video on my channel. Anyway, I've just been really busy in school and stuff, so during finals week I actually got this battle. It was a pretty good UU match plus Skarmory with one of my friends, Ryan. He actually made the ghost team that I used in one of my past Ghastly video. The Ghastly team video. Anyway, so let's discuss the teams here, get into the meat of the battle. Yes, there's a Skarmory, it's OU, but my friend, he told me that he really didn't have any better leads, so I decided it would be okay, because Charmed Skarmory wasn't really too game-changing, so I decided, yeah, it's fine, you can use him. Anyway, I've got a pretty standard team, but it's really good. I was using it on Pokemon Online for a while, and it was really good, so I ported it to my DS, and I decided to start wrecking shop with it. Anyway, so let's get started with the battle here. We both got a Spiritomb and we both have a Bisharp, so that should be pretty fun. Anyway, he's gonna send out a Skarmory first. Pretty standard Skarmory lead. This one I've had a Brave Bird, Stealth Rocks, Roost, and something else. So he goes for Stealth Rocks first, which is pretty predictable. I'm just gonna go for Stealth Rocks too, because I want to set up some of my own. And anyway, I'm going to go ahead and Rapid Spin the Stealth Rocks away this turn after he Brave Birds me, which I know won't do too much, but he critical hits me, and that only does like almost half, so I am in pretty good shape to survive another one, even if it does critical. So I'm just going to go for Rapid Spin, get away those rocks, and my plan here was, I knew that he was just going to go ahead and set up another layer of Stealth Rocks, and even if he did go for Brave Bird, then this Pokemon I switch into would be able to take it. So I'm going to go ahead and switch into my Rotom Heat, and my Rotom Heat will be able to resist a Brave Bird, or just sit there while it sets up Stealth Rocks, so I pretty much get a free switch in. So I get a free switch in, and that's great. So basically, I can go two options with this Skarmory. It's going to switch out, so I can either go for Trick, or I can go for Overheat. Right here, I predict the Chandler to come out, and I go for the Hidden Power Water, actually, because I can carry Hidden Power Water on this Rotom, and you'd be surprised how well it works out. Like, Hidden Power Water, I kind of feel just outclasses Hidden Power Ground in most, if not every way. So, anyway, leave a comment on that. What do you guys think on that? Hidden Power Water versus Hidden Power Ground and fire types. But anyway, I go for Hidden Power Water, barely touches that Spiritomb. So I switch out, go into my Zapdos, because I want this thing toxic. Because, I actually knew before the battle this was a Calm Mind Spiritomb. So this thing's defensively bulky and will become even more specially bulky, and it can become a really dangerous threat. I go for Toxic, but he predicts that pretty well, and he goes for a Rest, which is really frustrating for me, because now I can have this thing Toxic, and it can possibly Calm Mind up some more, Sleep Talk up some more Calm Mind, so that's bad for me. Right here I switch into Rotom, and I'm going to go ahead and pull off the Trick, and this is a Trick Choice Specs Rotom. So now the Spiritomb is completely crippled. It really cannot do anything. It's going to have to switch out, and it's going to gain all of its sleep turns back. And basically, Spiritomb is going to be almost useless for the rest of the battle, unless it can Sleep Talk a Dark Pulse. Anyway, so he's going to switch out now, realizing that he can't really do anything, and plus he's spexed into Rest from the Sleep Talk. I'm going to switch out here, because I really don't have any business staying in. I'm going to go into Bisharp because I figured that this Umbreon will be a perfect setup opportunity. This is a substitute Swords Dance Bisharp running, of course, substitute Swords Dance. It also runs Brick Break and Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch is nice for priority, and Brick Break is good for dark and fighting in a a steel type coverage. So anyway, this is a really long segment of the battle. It's a lot of stalling, and I'm going to go ahead and speed up this part like 8 or 16 times. Because it's basically his Umbreon just cursing up, saying a lot of profanities to my Bisharp substitute, just cursing up to +6, and I'm I'm Swords Dancing up to +6, and this Brick Break, he's at +3, and I was at +6. I go for the first Brick Break. It only does about half, and I get really frustrated, because I cannot find a critical hit on this thing, and then I find out this Umbreon has Wish, so I'm like, are you serious? And once I get to +6, actually, it's going to be able to break my substitute with Payback, and I'm like, oh crap, this is bad. So I was really thinking that I should have probably switched out earlier, but I was pretty much just stalling out here, waiting for Brick Break to get a critical, but I can't find it. So I had to come up with a plan for this Umbreon, and I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch out, go into Tyler Spiritomb, And I'm going to go ahead and take a payback, because I know I can. I've got, like, max defense in this thing, so it should be fine. If I don't miss the Will-O-Wisp, then this Umbreon should I should be able to handle this Umbreon pretty well. Thankfully, I don't miss it, and this Umbreon is now burned. My Spiritom's burned too, but that doesn't really matter. Anyway, he's going to kill me with payback from a critical hit, but I really don't mind, because Spiritomb did what it needed to do, and I'm happy with that. So anyway, this Umbreon status, it's going to be losing some health each turn, and that's good, but the really more important part was to get it burned. And I'm going to go into Donphan now, just because I can rapid spin these rocks away, and I'll have more open space to send in my Rotom, which I think is still alive, and my Zapdos, which was super affected by Stealth Rocks. So that's going to be some pretty useful to not have rocks on the field. He Toxics me, which I don't really mind because I don't really have any more use for this Donphan. I don't really see him setting up Stealth Rocks. I mean, setting up Stealth Rocks late game won't matter as much because I'll have more of his Pokemon dead, hopefully. But anyway, he's going to go for Wish this turn, and I figured that the only way for me to be able to kill this thing is to hit it on the special side because it's at +6 defense, and hitting with the physical attack is basically just out of the question. So I go for a Substitute right here. I actually predict a Toxic somehow. In retrospect, I might have just went for Thunderbolt if I were playing that battle right now. I'm not sure what made me go for the Substitute, but it worked out well for me because I blocked a Toxic, and that's cool and stuff. So anyway, I'm going to go for Thunderbolt now, see how much this does, and doesn't really do too much. That's kind of disappointing. He's going to go for Payback, and it's going to immediately break my Substitute, even though he's burned. So that +6 does count for something, even though his attack is like divided by 4 or divided by 2. I forgot the factor for it. But anyway, I'm going to go for a Roost, just get some health back, and to mainly just be able to take another payback a little better than if I were not to go for Roost. So I'm basically just kind of playing stall with this Umbreon, kind of trying to find a critical hit still, but I don't really need one, it's just that I really want one. And right here, I'm actually going to go for Thunderbolt, and I'm going to score a critical hit with the Thunderbolt, and hit that Umbreon for, and now it's dead. Anyway, let's see. That critical hit didn't really matter there because he actually went for Wish that turn, and if he did since he did go for Wish, I would have just been able to kill it next turn with another Thunderbolt. So that critical hit really didn't change the outcome of the battle. So it's all good. Anyway, he goes into a Spiritomb now. It just takes a hit, and then he decides not to stay in. I go for Thunderbolt again. He predicts that. It goes into his Jolteon, making a pretty smart play. Let's see. So he's going to absorb that. He goes for a Thunderbolt of his own, and it does a surprising amount, considering, and it is Life Orb. So I was getting pretty scared here, and I knew Thunderbolt would probably do a good bit, and I wasn't really thinking about hitting Power Ice, so I just went for the Roost. And I guess I might have thought I would have been faster because I went for the Roost instead of just switching out, which I should have done. But whatever. I'm gonna go for I'm gonna switch into Donphan, and he's gonna go for Shadow Ball, making a smart play, predicting the switch. It almost kills my Donphan, which is actually, you know, it doesn't really matter because this Donphan's done its job, and it can go ahead and die if it needs to. So anyway, I'm just gonna go for Ice Shower just because I want to get some damage on this Jolteon as much as I can, and I want to be able to come in and kill it with my Melodic actually, because my Melodic's gonna be the only thing on this team that can really hurt this Jolteon like a lot, and I'm going to go ahead and take a Thunderbolt. So I know I can take one, and I'm going to go for a Surf, hoping that I can finish it off, and I should be able to finish it off from this range. Seeing how low its health is, and yeah, Base Cannon kicks it and finishes off that Jolteon. Anyway, he's going to go into his Bisharp now, and I believe he goes for Iron Head right here, which is kind of a bad play, because it actually doesn't kill me. And I'm just going to be able to rest it all off and get my Marvel Scale, so unless his Bisharp starts Swords Dancing in my face, it really should not be a problem because I'll have my Marvel Scale activated. So anyway, I think right here I'm just going to go for Sleep Talk and just kind of go for whatever I can get. I Sleep Talk, I think I get a Rest the first turn. Let's see, what do I get? Yeah, I get a Rest. So this Chandler comes in, I know why he brings it in, it's because he has Energy Ball, which I know I can take one. So I'm hoping I can at least get a Surf this next time. This next Sleep Talk, and if I get a Rest, then I'm kind of screwed. Because this is a Choice Scarf Chandler, and it's pretty much faster than like everything on my team that I have remaining right now. So I go for Dragon Tail, and that's alright, because one, it takes damage from Dragon Tail, and two, Chandler's going to be coming in to Stealth Rocks damage. So I'm like, alright, that's cool. So I'm going to go for Rest again once I wake up, and now I've got two sleeping Pokemon on the field, which is kind of funny. Let's see, I'm going to just keep Sleep Talking, and this Spiritomb is choice specs. Something that I could get cleared up in comments if it's not too much of a big deal. The Sleep Talk choice specs you into Sleep Talk, and then you can still choose like different moves. Like this Spiritomb will be able to choose Dark Pulse or Calm Mind through the spec Sleep Talk, or does it lock you into what Sleep Talk chooses? So like if I roll a Sleep Talk Rest, then it choice specs me into Sleep Talk Rest. If anybody could clarify that, that would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and serve for the Chandler kill because I knew I was gonna wake up that turn. And now he's gonna send out a Skarmory, and I'm just gonna want to serve this thing because I know that it's not too good on the special side, and I can take a Brave Bird anyway, and if I need to, I can just rest it off and get Marble Skill and just wall the Skarmory to oblivion. He sets up a Stealth Rock late game, which isn't really too much of a concern for me because, you know, like I said, it's late game, and that's really not too bad. So I'm just gonna go for another Surf, hoping that it kills, and I actually get a critical hit. And he did go for Roost right there. So yeah, the critical did kind of matter, but you know, it's part of the game. Anyway, he's gonna go into Bisharp now, hoping to I guess revenge kill me. Yeah, he goes for Night Slash. And that doesn't quite kill, and I think I'm just gonna go for I go for Surf, hoping that'll finish it off because I knew Bisharp wasn't too good on special side. Melodic has a stab Surf, and it's pretty good, and Melodic has some pretty good special attack, but unfortunately it doesn't finish it off, but that's okay because I'm gonna be able to come in with my own Bisharp here and finish it off with the 4 times resisted Sucker Punch. So yeah, Bisharp dies from Sucker Punch. Never thought you'd hear that before, huh? Anyway. This Bisharp's at pretty low health, but you know it's kind of done what it's supposed to do this game, I guess. So the Spiritomb comes in, and it's his last Pokemon, and my Bisharp literally cannot touch it. Sucker Punch won't work because of the Sleep Talk, and Brick Break's of course not going to work on a Ghost. So I'm just gonna switch to my Zapdos, go for Thunderbolt, finish this thing off, and that is the game. So I really enjoyed that, Ryan. Thanks for the match. Hoping to battle again someday, because I love UU. And the thing about getting videos with UU is that not a lot of people play UU on TPX and as Cerebi. Like, it's hard to find people who play underused there. My foot is falling asleep, holy crap. Anyway. But yeah, I really want to put up more videos and try to get more content on my channel. Because I want to, you know, like this. I want the subscribers to like me. See you guys later.